This is how you change the transmission fluid on a 2014 Honda Odyssey van. These vans seem to have an issue once the transmission fluid gets a little bit of wear on it. Say about 20,000 miles, you need to change the oil in them, or transmission fluid. They shift erratic if you don't, and Honda hasn't seemed to be able to figure out what to do about it. So the best fix is just to change your transmission fluid. It has an internal filter, so there's no filter to have to change. You just change the fluid. Well, the first thing you want to do is jack up the car using the jack pressure point here, designed for the car. And next you want to locate the transmission fluid plug, which is underneath the car. I'll take you under here, show you where that's at. Look, that's it right there. Okay, you want to take it just like a regular extension with a ratchet, put it in there. Let's see if I can do this with two hands, and then loosen it. Once you get loose, you just take it on out. Let the fluid come on out. Once you're done letting the fluid drain out, you put the plug back in. I hand tighten it all the way. Now you're going to just tighten it righty-tighty. Next thing you want to do is let down the jack after you got your plug back in and secure. And then pop your hood and come over and locate. There's two ways you can put this transmission fluid in. There's a feel location. And let me see if I can position this camera where you can see it, but I got my light here. That feel location is right there. There's a drain plug. It's hard to see, but there's a drain plug behind these hoses. Behind these hoses. Let's see, I got my. Let me reposition the phone. It's hard to see, but down in there. It's just to the left of this right here that I'm pointing to, right under these hoses, and it's kind of hard to get to. The other place you can put it in, and let me move my light where you can see, is that where the dipstick for the transmission fluid is. And if you see, there's a little hook. I'm gonna see if I can get my hand down in there. So you kind of, but it's right there. You can pull that thing out. See, there's a dipstick. You see the feel. That's where I like to do it. It's a little easier access. Let me get my funnel and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, I like to use it like a 2-funnel system into the dipstick feed. I'll use a small funnel like this down at the very bottom, and then I'll take a long neck funnel and funnel that into the funnel like that. And I'm going to try to attempt to set this up for you, and then I'll be back on here to show you the setup. So we got our funnel in position. It took a little bit of work, but it's in there, the small funnel. Now I've got the long funnel, and you can see I'm just going to position it where it feeds into the short funnel down there, like that. And then I'm going to fill it up with transmission fluid. So you want to use 3 quarts, a little over 3 quarts of transmission fluid to fill this back up. I've heard anywhere from 3.3 to 3.7. As long as you got it in that range, you should be okay. for the Honda transmission fluid. We're going to put that in now. Watch me just pour that in. You can see, works real nice. We're going to go ahead and fill it up. One thing I failed to say was you want to put it in real slow if you're using the drip tube or the fill tube, I'm sorry, and or it will overflow your funnel and it will come out onto the floor. So put the fluid in real slow if you're going to use this method. It seems to be the best method for me. Again, do not fill the too full or you will too fast, or it will overfill and then you'll have transmission fluid on the floor. Last thing you want to do is put your dipstick back down in there, the transmission feel, and check your fluid. I've put it in there. How you want to check your fluid: you want to start your car, let it run for a few minutes at idle speed, maybe kind of shift your transmission in park, drive, overdrive, 1, 2, and 3. Just go a little bit back and forth, kind of get the oil going or transmission fluid going inside the transmission. Then come back, check your transmission fluid once it's warmed up and see what your level is. That should conclude the video. Thanks for your time today.